So, Fred, can you give us your name and tell us why we're here today?
My name is Fred Carter. Obviously I work for British Waterways, and we're here today to celebrate 200 years of Standedge Tunnel.
Fantastic. And how long is Standedge Tunnel?
It is 3¼ miles long. It's the longest, highest, deepest canal tunnel in this country.
Fantastic. So it's 200 years old today, and what's happening here today?
We've got all sorts going off today. We've got a new picnic and play area that's been opened. We've got local mayors and dignitaries, I can't even say the word. Some councillors and one or two of our gaff bosses as well.
Fantastic. And who is currently trying to get through the tunnel?
It is our Sue Day of the Horse Boating Society. She's actually legging through the tunnel as we speak at the moment.
Brilliant. And you've been legging a lot this week, haven't you?
Only in short bits, thank goodness.
It's hard work, isn't it, legging it through the tunnel?
It certainly is, as you should know, young lady.
So, why did people used to leg through the tunnel?
One of the reasons, obviously, there is no towpath, and this was the days before the engines, so the only way they could get the boats through the tunnel here was to leg them.
And what does legging involve?
Virtually you get two people kind of laid side by side on the bows of the boat, put the feet up to either side of the tunnel and kind of walk along the side of the tunnel, pushing the boat as they go.
How long did it used to take them to get through the tunnel?
About 2 to 2.5 hours to leg a boat through the tunnel here.
Fantastic.
Fastest legger?
Who was the fastest legger?
It is a gentleman called David Whitehead that supposedly, forgive me for that one, legged the boat through the tunnel here in about 1 hour 25 minutes.
How long did it take to build this tunnel?
Originally they said 6 years, but 17 years later they were still at it.
Some pretty famous engineers worked on this tunnel, didn't they?
Yes, one of the main engineers, whose name I can't remember for a second. That's good, isn't it?
Thomas Telford?
No, I was thinking of the guy, Benjamin Outram. Benjamin Outram was the main engineer, and he actually resigned from the tunnel here. He thought it was going to give him a bad name. And this is where they brought the very famous Thomas Telford in. And Telford's report was so accurate, down to the last man, to the last ounce of material, that he actually persuaded them to complete the tunnel.
He was meticulous, wasn't he?
He certainly was, yeah.
And so how many people worked on building this tunnel?
They reckon between 2 to 2,500 navvies worked on the tunnel, but all the navvies wouldn't be in the tunnel. You'd have some of the navvies up at the quarries, dressing stone, getting stuff ready for them to bring into the tunnel.
Fantastic. And how many people do you think died when they were making this tunnel? Because conditions were pretty bad, weren't they?
Yes, they say about 50, but we think there are more. I mean, I kind of watched a programme the other day where it said that if the navvies had a bad accident and they got them out of the tunnel alive and then they died later, it didn't count.
So how long have you been here, Fred?
I joined British Waterways in 1968, which is 42 years nearly.
And how many miles have you done through this tunnel?
They reckon I've travelled over 15,000 miles through this tunnel.
So you're looking forward to celebrating today then?
Yes, we certainly are. It's something a bit special.
Thanks very much, Fred.
You're welcome.